How is everyone? Glad to have you here. I see that Robert is already here, and I think Richard is here too. So thank you for showing up for me. I want to tell you a story before we get started too far. I know that. Hi, Sam. I know that you've given me, Robert has already donated some money for a reading, and I will get to you. I absolutely promise, because I haven't been able to do that lately. So, but I want to tell you that I recently had an experience where I completely gave away my power to somebody else. And I don't normally do that. Usually I'm pretty savvy about things, but when I think that someone is in a position of authority over me, I have realized now in the last few days that I allow that to happen. So this person was telling me that I needed to do all these things to heal myself, and I needed to really pay attention, and that I apparently wasn't doing much of anything right. So now, I do this each and every day. Don't have any complaints. I've never had somebody say, oh, you didn't get everything right. In fact, most people are pretty astounded by what I do. So I kind of, at the first thought of this, the first experience that I had, I thought, oh, I don't know, I don't think that everything is right. But then I asked a couple more opinions, and they said, well, I kind of get where she's coming from, And so I fell into this thing of, sorry, I'm going to turn on a fan. I'm in Florida. I get to turn on a fan because it's warm. I love it. So anyway, I was kind of doubting that. Then I got trapped into, oh, I've got to really concentrate on things. And I did have a lot of shifting going on. But I wanted to let you know that the power is in you. So don't give it away to everybody else. We can give you advice if you ask for it. We can give you, suggestions about what's happening in your body, about what's happening in your aura, in your chakras, in your being. But make sure that you take everything through your own filter, and make sure that you are absolutely trusting yourself above everybody else. So when someone says something to you that doesn't resonate, please just let it go. Just let it go. So I know that I have a tendency to allow people to have more authority than they maybe should have, or over my life. And I know that's a generational thing. So I've been concentrating on doing some generational healing in that particular area, rather than worrying about whether or not everything is balanced inside of me, because I think I'm doing pretty good, really. Now, red tide is getting me a little bit, so if I start into a coughing fit, I apologize. It's pretty bad down here because it's been warm and no rain. So as long as the heat wave keeps going, then it will probably stay blooming. And when it's in bloom is when I have issues. So I want to show you something. I get to work with this baby. Actually, this is mine now. It was gifted to me by a wonderful friend, the niece of my hostess, who, Marissa Newton, is hosting me, and she's absolutely amazing. And there's tourmaline right here. Oops, right here. Me and the camera. Whatever. So, Let's get started. I want to sing a little to bring us all into where we need to be. So just relax, shut your eyes, and fall into the music. Lay down your head and I'll sing you a lullaby back to the years of Luli I lay, and I'll sing you to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bless you with love for the road that you go. May you sail fair to the far fields of fortune, with diamonds and pearls at your head and your feet, and may you need ne'er to banish misfortune. May you find kindness in all that you seek. May there always be angels to watch over you, to guide you each step of the way, to guard you and keep you safe from all harm. Luli, luli, lily. Luli, luli, lily. All right. So, Tiffany, I forgot to tell you, I got my cards. Yay, 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 yay. I get to use cards from us tonight, which I might use to just kind of enhance things. My friend gave me these itty bitty tiny playing cards. And I put them in here so I didn't lose them, and I'm afraid every time I take some out, they're going to fall out on me. So that's what I was saying ooh about. I'm so excited to have these cards. It's ridiculous. I just love it. Robert, have you been learning to do readings with the runes? It seems like there's one jumping out for you right now. Oh, it's Odin's rune, and I can't draw it. It's a diamond with the two legs of an X attached. I'm pretty sure you know which one it is. So, and Odin wants to speak to you. So hold on. So his message is that feel free to use, he's calling you to use the runes. He's calling you to do readings with the runes, and also use that for guidance for yourself. And I know I'm in the midst of making you some, but I'm down here in Florida and couldn't bring my tools. So that's on hold for a bit. But you can use any set of runes, and you can also use a pendulum over the top of maybe a printed out sheet of paper with all the runes on it. You know, you can use them in all kinds of different ways. But the point is to get to know them, to absolutely know what they're all about. And especially if Odin is calling you to do it, right? Odin's, for those of you who don't know the tradition, Odin is the one who hung from the Yggdrasil tree in order to get this alphabet of runes that we have. So I'm excited for you, Robert, and I think it will be super cool for for you to do this. And I just picked a card for you from my favorite deck, and it's the Five of Pentacles. So I know that doing this is going to change confidence in you. It's not all about the pentacles, the coins, the coinage that it might bring you, but that will help too. The thing is, it's going to shift and change your confidence level, and it's going to really help you move into a different space in your life. So let me make use of our other cards here, and I will give you another little message from them. What was I going to say? Robin says, keep smiling, it's contagious. So this card with the other card would mean allow it to bring you joy. Don't get too bogged down into what you need to know about the runes. That's not what it's all about. Have fun with it. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy moving into the shaman that you are. Enjoy all of that. You know, don't let it become a chore. When I see people doing that, it makes me so sad, because it shouldn't be a chore. Using, how do I say that? Shifting into more pagan beliefs where we are more connected with the earth and more connected with all that should be very revitalizing and very a happy occasion, you know? When we are connected with the earth, when we're connected with the elementals, then they bring us a lot of happiness and joy, or they should be. If that's not happening for you, let's chat, because everything should be joyful, in my opinion. So let's see what everybody else has. Hi, Richard. Oh my gosh, there it goes again. Hi, Samir. Yay. Let's see. Tiffany says, that's beautiful. I've missed your singing. Destiny. Hi, Marcia. Happy to be here with you. May I have a message or a song, please? Absolutely. If time permits, she says. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I would imagine that Richard would like something too. More things are coming for you. Melissa, hi, Melissa. More things are coming for you, Richard. I think you got more responsibility maybe here lately, and it seems like that's going to be something that will lead in a wonderful direction for you. And I'm not sure, is it community theater that maybe you got more responsibility in? We can check. Let me do some singing for you too. Oh, that's funny. I'm saying that's funny because I immediately got show tunes, and I am sure that all the music works as well. I'm just letting them drop words and music tunes into my head, and they're being slow about it tonight. So midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Now, we all know I can't I can't continue with that song because I have not bought the rights for that song. But let me give credit where credit is due. That's from the musical Cats. And Richard, I just see more coming for you in that arena. And I think that will bring more excitement and more happiness into your life as well. That would be fabulous for you because I think you really have a passion for that. So I'm happy to hear that. And I hope that you get some cool roles that we can all cheer for you on, because it is super cool to be on stage. I now know that. I mean, I've known that all my life, really. When I was 4, I started in tap and jazz. But let me show you what card I just drew for you. The Emperor. The one who is absolutely above all in the deck, in charge of his space, in charge of everything around him. So that means really good things for you. Really, really good things. I love it. There's a little bit more singing. Richard, I'm going to pull something out of your throat, some energy that's been stuck there for a long, long time. So just relax. And you, she knows, Yali Quino, Madila Win, Shandiko. I'm not sure what that past life is about, Richard, but I don't know that really matters anyway. But know that that energy is gone. It's healed. And Melissa has a little message for you. Seeker of truth and teacher of light. So don't forget that everywhere you go, anytime you are in the light, you are teaching people, you are making people happier. Spreading joy. We love that, right? We love spreading joy. So I apologize for my voice again. Red tide's getting me, I think. because it's been going on for a while. Yeah, Robin, I love that you did tap and jazz too. Yay. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us. That's happy. Destiny is asking, what is happening to me? Energy on the left side. Can we see what this is? Destiny, did it start after the show started? We've had this for a while. I do need to know that. Whew. It seems like there's somebody on your left side. Oh, before the show. Okay. The energy feels masculine to me, like, and the image that I get is somebody from the 20s, looks like rather dustful-ish, has pants that are frayed at the bottom, they're brown. In fact, everything's kind of ragged, and I don't know. I'm thinking that this is a relative, and maybe that's how you would recognize him. And he's showing me the area around Kansas, or boy, wow. Geography would just went out of my mind, but around, I think he went from Kansas to Oklahoma, perhaps. So the message is to keep on with your good work. Are you thinking of moving? All right. I will ask him to go, yes. Oh, causing a spinning sensation. Okay. I will ask him to go. No worries there. Qua shall illusion lilo. Quando Allah shatiha wanin o madkaran o shalakan o Machalakaran heal. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, Destiny, is make sure that you're telling him that he needs to go, because the power is in you. I don't want to take away your power. I want to make sure that you're empowering yourself. So you tell him he needs to go, that you can't be around his energy. I want you to make sure that you're the one protecting yourself. So your message tonight is about protection. So make sure that you are using tools like standing up for yourself. Know where you end and the next person begins. So know that you can guard your energy by creating a crystal. I use crystals a lot. You can use black tourmaline if you would like. You can use really any kind of crystal. Citrine. Just because I have this fabulous piece sitting here. Black tourmaline works really well, though, for protection. So it doesn't need to be cleared as often as other black stones. So allow that energy to wrap all around you and know that that is protecting you all the time. You can always call on angels. You can always call on the fairy world to protect you as well. But I want you to absolutely be standing in your own power so that you're telling that to go away as well. Now, when you do want You don't have to lay down that protection. You don't have to worry about keeping it up all the time either, though. So if you want to talk to somebody and you feel like they're bouncing off of that shell that you've created around you, then you can absolutely allow that open for that one person. But I would suggest that, especially when you're starting out, that you do some kind of protection to filter who is coming in to talk to you. So, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat, sweetie. Yes, they're all family, right? And we understand that they need to go into a better place in our human brain. But the emotions don't necessarily catch up with that, right? Because they've been family. So know that you are loved by everyone here. Would you, I think we'll do a song for the kitty. Destiny, he has gone though, in my feeling, but I want you to make sure that you're keeping that shell around you so he doesn't keep bothering you. I understand that he wouldn't go away earlier today. Sometimes you need a little help though. You know, that's what we're here for. So let's see. Kushiti anahenum ulekur macherihu video ole onjuru Mani Udor Alino Yuikoru Maneiru Majikor Alu Mano Shirahu. Elizabeth. That sweet cat, I see a cat on you. I don't know if you have more than one or not, or what you had, but the spirit is still there. Yes. I'm glad that Goldylocks Productions is the best place to have comfort. That's awesome. Yes, we all love you, all surrounding you in one wonderful. In wonderful energy. Sorry, every once in a while I get distracted reading everybody's stuff. So Richard says, Cat's Broadway CD. Now it makes me want to pull it out and play it. Yeah. I also, when I was in the performing group for my dance company, we did a dance to the Jellicle Ball, and we got to dress up like the people in Cats. So that was super cool for me. Yeah. Okay. So, readings. Robin. There was this song that came up for me earlier tonight, and now I'm trying to figure out what it was. Because I thought of you right away. Let me see if I can get that back there. Oh. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. In the night forlorn, when the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love, you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. So, Robin, my sister from another mother, I know that doesn't rhyme, but who cares, right? I know you have been my sister in other lives. We connected on such a huge level right to begin with, and I know that connection will always be there. So that song, I was asked to learn that song by my fairy brother my fairy twin, actually, in Scotland. We look like the same person, except he has a beard and he's skinnier. But the song to me means a lot. And I want you to know that our connection is there no matter where I am and no matter what is happening. So thank you, Robin, for that. Sister from another mister, yeah. Love it. Thanks, Elizabeth. That's awesome. Yeah. So, Robin. That's another song, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Robin, the Five of Swords came up. So, I believe there's change coming into your life. That has to do with how you think about things. Those cards are so pretty. I love you too, honey. So let's talk about this change coming in your life. I know that there are a lot of changes happening in astrology in the next month or two. Lots of big changes. Pluto is going to move out of Capricorn finally and into Aquarius. Yay! And let me think. I should look this up, but I think I can do this off the top of my head. Saturn should be moving out of Aquarius now and into Pisces. So that will be an interesting one. Robin, I think for you, what that means I will look it up in your chart for you too. But I think for you, what that will mean is that you will be able to pour yourself more into this world, less in the working for the man world and more into everything that you want to do world. Saturn is the teacher. Sometimes sometimes it's depicted as a really strict teacher, but like Tiffany and I know that Saturn keeps us ourselves, because we are Capricorn. it helps us create that boundary around ourselves that can be impenetrable unless we allow something in, or unless our souls allow something in. So know that that is going to create some extra magic for you, Robin. I'm excited to know all about that. And it might be causing some turmoil right now. When the planets move, it almost feels like everything is shaken, like it's getting ready and everything is vibrating and things are shaken off, and all of a sudden it gets to move over into the next sign, which doesn't really happen, but that's how it kind of affects us when it's moving from sign to sign. So know that you can just relax and know that this feeling too shall pass. So love, love, love that for you, my dear. Let's see. Hi, Joyce. Greetings from Florida to Washington. And yay, I'm in Florida. Got to be thankful for that again. Yes, Richard is in Oklahoma. That's where my son is as well. Shout out to Andrew. Hi, love. I don't know if you watch these or not, but I am so proud of my son right now. He is absolutely awesome. And I know he has a brand new job too. Joyce, I was pulling you a card because you're here, and I think if I missed anybody, let me know. I haven't done Tiffany yet, but if I missed anybody else, let me know. Holler out at me. Let me know you need one. Isn't this cool? The Knight of Pentacles is here for you, Joyce. This is the most slow-moving knight. The Knight of Pentacles can be really protective. Knows about the earth things, though. Knows how to stay grounded. Knows how to live off of the earth. So allow that magic to come into you while I sing this song, apparently. I love my job. Yay. Melissa, I did miss you. I will see if I can get that going, Melissa, but hold on. Let me do this for Joyce. I just love how really low tones just get your root chakra all balanced and nice. And apparently that's what you needed tonight, Joyce, was good root chakra balancing. Yay. Sorry about my voice again. I better take a drink. So, I don't know if you can see this well enough. It's my new Tervis tumbler. Or Tervis equipment, maybe water bottle. But it's got all kinds heads of the signs on it. I just love it. So, thank you, Tiffany. I love, love, love it. It's beautiful. And it was a present for me, and I love that too. Yay! So, Melissa Parks, I haven't given you a reading for so long, dude. I don't even know if I've officially ever given you one, but and you're always so good and so cheery and so lovely that most of the time you don't even need one. So I'm just gonna probably sing for you. Love that. Oh, cool. There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying by. He came to me with the sweetest smile and told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, "Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely." And ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. He sprinkled me in pixie dust and told me to believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful destiny. As we soared above the town that never loved me, I realized I finally had a family. Soon enough we reached Neverland. Peacefully my feet hit the sand, and ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Oh, Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Oh my goodness. I got to get over and see you, Melissa, so that we can hang out and chat, because I love that. Hi, Samir. No, I did not give you a reading yet. I will. Yes, yes, yes. Melissa says, awesome, thanks. You bet, Melissa. Samir. That's what it is. Okay. So, Samir, I love the beauty of these cards, right? So, Eight of Swords for you, which means that you have yourself a little bit tied up in your own trap. So, unleash yourself, my dear. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing that you need to fix. It seems like you might be working on yourself a little too much. And let me tell you a little story about that. I came down here to Florida one time. I'm usually down here for a couple months. So I'm not sure when it was. It was probably like 4 years ago, I'm thinking. But I know I stopped and saw Melissa at that time. And I know that we had this conversation about Kurt Cobain showing up in like a lot of lives, not just mine, but he would show up to me and not talk. His eyes did not look tortured like they did in this lifetime. They looked happy and peaceful. And I cannot even tell you how much work I went through to figure out what he was trying to say to me. And all he would do is just stand there and just be there, right? So that was the key word. Just be there. What he wanted me to do was quit picking on myself and let go of the trap that I had myself in, which I was still doing things, you know, I was still traveling from Montana down to Florida, and I was still making it here, and I still had money, sort of. I mean, I about half the time I'm scraping by, but that's going to change. So, but the whole point was I picked on myself so much, and I thought I needed to fix myself so much that I wasn't allowing myself to just be my magical self, right? So that's what the Eight of Swords is telling you today, Samir. So I feel like there are places where you're picking on yourself, and just allow yourself to be exactly who you are. When you find that voice picking at you, then don't say, stop picking on me, stop picking on yourself, stuff like that. I'll say thank you for keeping me safe this whole time. This is my suggestion anyway. Lovingly say something to yourself back so that you can kind of counteract whatever just came up. So if you picture yourself, like one of the decks that I have is a fairy deck, and she's all tied up in rose vines, and the thorns are kind of pricking at her, right? So if you can think of yourself allowing those vines to drop and allowing yourself to smell all the different colors of roses that you have available to you in your imagination. So in our imagination, they can be any color we think we need, right? And they can smell just as good as we need them to. Allow that to be some self-love instead of keeping yourself trapped. So I leave you with that, Samir. We've still got some time. Joyce, did I give you a reading? I may have lost it a little tonight. I believe I did. So Tiffany, my dear friend, I love how connected that we are too. This is just a personal thought. I love that I can touch base with you and we are just on the same page. It is so good. Now, it might have something to do with our same birthday. But I don't think so. I think it's because I think we chose that birthday. And what we're doing with it is pretty spectacular, both of us. I see things growing for you as well. That you won't, you don't have to work as hard as you are. Make sure you take some rest for yourself. I know that you create wonderful things for you and your family to eat as well. And I love that for you. Some time in the woods, I'm thinking, the fairies are thinking, is kind of necessary. I don't know how much of that you're able to do because it's a little bit cold up there. I know that. I've seen the snow. But whenever you can. And do you have plants in the house? I think you do. I'm pretty sure I see those behind you. I know there's fabulous crystals, which also ground you. But make sure you're touching base with some of those plants too. I want to show you something. Maybe I can make it so that, let's see, so that you don't get dizzy. See that plant over there? The last time I was here, it was in this little bitty, like 1.5 inch wide pot. And I transplanted it for her, and now it's growing new stalks on it. And it's about 2 more feet high than it was before. I love that happened. I'm so happy. So I just had to share that. There's so much in this house. This house is like a museum that I could share. But so next time I'll be sitting in front of some pretty spectacular crystals for you so that you can just soak in that energy. But I'm using that energy tonight too because I can. So, what else do I need to tell you? It seems like Robert is asking, Marcia, have you encountered Tyr and ire, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure what you mean by encountered. I use my runes quite often. I can't say that I'm completely familiar with all of them to be spontaneously, but my guess is that I know that I use the Elder Futhark prunes, and I should ask you whether that's what you want. I love you too, Tiffany. So I would have to look on my cheat sheet. Robert, I apologize because they're not coming to me right now. Tyr, Thursday, right? You're asking me if I've encountered gods, aren't you? Not runes. Tyr, yes. The other one, no. And when I work with different gods and goddesses, I know that I get a different impression from what a lot of other people get. I also know that when I work with specific archangels, I get a different color, but I know who it is. So I find that really interesting. I just think that is how I'm built compared to other people. I've tried not to judge that, not to try to correct myself on that either, because I feel like each of us has our own path, and it's vital, really, in order to stay in line with our soul and what our soul wants, to continue on the path that is right for us. So when I work with Loki, for instance, I don't find that Loki is dangerous. I don't find that he is any more of a trickster than most people. And that's just my experience. I also have worked with many goddesses that people would consider dark. And a few years ago, I dedicated myself to all the gods and all the goddesses, because I really feel the need to teach humanity what the sacred feminine is all about, because I don't feel like we've got it. Definitely a few years ago, we didn't have it. We're getting it, but it's not there yet. So we have been taught a really, really strange impression of women and how women should act and who we should be, and how those of you who are men, should treat us. And you have been taught really realistic or unrealistic views of how you should treat us, maybe. I mean, some of you, I believe, were taught a lot better, but the autonomy that we have has not been allowed, or that we should have has not been allowed. And the sacredness of the feminine has not been allowed for ages. So it's time for us to allow some balance to come in, and for us to know who the feminine is for real. So I've felt that was really important for a long time, and I dedicated to all of them. Do I know all the names? No. Because I went throughout all time. So I'm sure that there are gods and goddesses that we don't know about anymore, that are not written in history. And I also know for sure that the experiences that we have as sacred beings, whether male or female, have been tainted. And it's time for us to come back to what we were really meant to be as male sacred men and sacred women. So I love that. Yeah. Thank you, Robert. And thank you all for being here. Thanks for any donations you left for me. Thank you for supporting my show, for always being here with me. I'm going to, I don't know if it's next time, I can't remember. I think it's March 13th. I think we've got one more show that I can do readings for everybody. But then, yeah, the 13th of March, I'm going to have my friend Danielle Agnew come on the show. And I'm sure she will pop out some readings for people, because that's what she does as well. She's actually the one that made me realize that I did have the magic inside of me. So I hope that I bring that magic out in you all too. So just passing it along. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you next show. Bye.